Yes, guys, what's going on? Welcome to AdamMcKola TV. So Manchester United have finally got their first Premier League victory of the season. And we left it well late, after full-time whistle, in fact, to grab the winner at the AMEX Stadium, having gone behind early on to a Lewis Dunk goal and having not played particularly well throughout the game at all, Manchester United. To get away with that victory was great to see. And then when you throw into the mix that we conceded a late equaliser after 90 minutes, we conceded an equaliser. To then get the victory I was absolutely delighted with it and so relieved, because you don't want to start off the season with 2 defeats. You don't want to start the season off, conceding 2 defeats against the likes of Brighton and Palace. All due respect to them, you don't want that to happen. Now, there's already little bits of concerns there because the performance wasn't great. And we've conceded 5 goals in those 2 league games now. That's not what you want to be seeing, especially against teams that you're expected to beat. But there are also, you've got that side to it where, are some of these players fit? Are they sharp? Are they, have they had a pre-season? No. So there are a few excuses there, but there weren't any excuses for the performance or the result that we've seen against Palace. So it had to be a lot better today. Now, there were a few areas where it was better. I thought we were better going forward in the final third. I think defensively, we still got to get that mix and that balance right, definitely. But, we got the win. And that's all that matters, the 3 points. We definitely needed those 3 points today. So absolutely delighted with that. As for the game itself, I thought Brighton will probably be feeling gutted to have gone away without taking anything from that game, to not have won the game. They hit the post 5 times, had so many opportunities where they seemed to be free, particularly down Aaron Wan-Bissaka's side in the right in the second half. And then they have that penalty late on as well. They have the equaliser late on and then concede a penalty. So you can see why they'd be really gutted not to have got away there with a win, because they had the chances to do that. And those are the things that we'd have to sort out. So I hope, the lads aren't going away from here thinking, oh, we've won the game, yeah, happy days, we've battered them, because there's still a lot there to be working on. But we did get the victory, and that you have to give credit to the team, because they dug in, rolled up their sleeves, had a little bit of luck in the end, but got away with the 3 points. And you go from back to front. I thought De Gea started to look like his old self a little bit more. There was a great save in there at 2-1. It was point blank, maybe straight at him, but you've got to make the save. And maybe a lot of keepers leave their legs open there, and he didn't. So I thought that was very good from David De Gea. I thought, Luke Shaw didn't do too badly, but out of position a lot defensively. Going forward isn't an issue. Defensively, always out of shape. Harry Maguire played a big hand in our first goal, the equaliser. And then obviously in terms of winning the penalty, it was his header that hit Maupay's hand, which was a stone wall penalty, and helped us in that regard. So, in the attacking sense, Harry Maguire was very good today. But defensively, again, I think he's just got to take control of that unit and that line a little bit more and demand more from those next to him. Victor Lindelof, I don't know why he started today. Eric Bailly should have been in that team. Eric Bailly may have not been fit or sharp enough to have started. I understand that. But if fit, I want to see Eric Bailly in there. That's not to blame all of our issues on Victor Lindelof. I just think Eric Bailly is better than him. And I think with his pace, with his recoveries, with his tackles, with his, I don't think many strikers won it with Eric Bailly. With Victor Lindelof, you remember what Troy Deeney was saying before, like some of them may fancy going over to Troy Deeney's side a bit. Whereas with Eric Bailly, no one wants it. And I think that's a big thing as well to have in your back line. Someone that people are scared of. So I do think we need to sort it out defensively. Matic in front of them is a big factor in terms of protecting them. But we need to wrap him up in cotton wool as well, because we need to get him through the season, play him in those key fixtures, do all of that kind of thing. So yeah, big performance from Matic is going to be needed throughout the season. Today probably wasn't that. And he did the basic things well, taking the ball off the defenders, bringing it forward and all that. But we need to wrap him up in cotton wool, because I think Nemanja Matic is our most important player, which is bizarre considering about a year ago I thought he was done. Pogba wasn't as bad as he was against Palace, wasn't the usual Paul Pogba. But again, how much is his illness that he had, the lack of training, the lack of sharpness, fitness, pre-season, etc. So it was good to see him get a good 65 minutes under his belt today as well. Bruno Fernandes probably had the worst game he's had for United, but still got in there with a goal and an assist. He's not doing too badly when you could do that, are you? So good to see from Bruno Fernandes. But he had a big part to play in both of their goals. For their second one, I thought he made the mistake in terms of falling asleep on the back post. Maybe should have covered that man and gone with him. And for the first one, he gave away the penalty. So you have to look at Bruno and say, sort those issues out in terms of in your own box. But going forward and all that, didn't have a great game. Still gets a goal and an assist. What more can you ask for? Mason Greenwood had a quiet second half. But I thought he was pretty good in the first half. Should have had a goal, but Marcus Rashford didn't hold his line in the build-up to the goal, and it was ruled out for offside correctly. So in the end, Rashford, who got his goal, and it was a very, very good goal as well when you look at his composure and the skill and the finish that was involved in that. But he could have had 2-3 today. You've got to watch your line, especially when you're the last man. You can see the last line of defence. Hold your run. One of the quickest players on the pitch, but you're going too early. And maybe that was just because his eagerness to get the goal. I don't know. But Marcus Rashford getting 2 goals this week, finding his feet again. People have been complaining about him all over the place for what he's been doing off the pitch, which is great work, by the way. So just great to see him delivering on the pitch as well and getting that goal. And then Anthony Martial, who I thought he had a quiet game in terms of in the 18-yard box. But you look at that goal that was ruled out in the first half. I thought he played a great part in that. There was some good link-up play in the second half. But we need to see more of him in that 18-yard box. And when the ball came to him in the 18-yard box today, it'd either be a last-minute challenge coming in or just a heavy touch or just something not quite right. So hopefully he can build his fitness up, because he was one of those as well that didn't play midweek. So he's probably looking for that sharpness and looking for that match fitness to go with it. So it's hard to really evaluate anything because we don't know where players are really, in terms of their pre-season, in terms of their preparation. We don't know where these teams are, but I was just delighted to get out of there with 3 points today, because that was a must. It was a must that we got out of there with 3 points. And to do that, hopefully take a little bit of the pressure off going forward, and we can go into the next few games, hopefully play better football, and then start building back up to where we were towards the back end of last season, because last season wasn't all bad. Yet because of the summer that we've had and the start to the campaign we've had, we all feel really down and negative, whereas really there's a lot to be positive about at United. Just not the board or this transfer window. Anyway, let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Make sure you like and comment and share and subscribing. As I said, man of the match, I don't think anybody really stood out head and shoulders above the rest, but probably go Maguire for his involvement in both of the goals. The one that got us level and the one that won it for us. So fair play to Harry Maguire. But yeah, apart from that, job done for Manchester United. Must improve, but delighted with the 3 points. Get your thoughts in the comments below. Make sure you like and comment and share and subscribing. Head over to Stretford Paddock for the fan cams as well. But for now, I've been Adam. I'm out of here.